How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's a little breezy outside today. Just kind of packing up and getting Lucky ready for the road again. We're still at my parents'. Brooklyn is napping right now, and as soon as she wakes up, we're pretty much taking off. It's later in the day. We've got a hotel booked in Revelstoke. We'll be staying there overnight just to, again, make that whole drive back to Calgary a little bit easier. And yeah, it's always weird when I'm away on these like longer vacations, especially when I come to my parents' house, because I sleep in the house, right? I'm pretty close to my little girl area, at the whole like basement to ourselves. So I haven't actually spent a night in Lucky in well over a week. How long was this trip? 10 days, something like that, close to that. So obviously I use her as sort of a centralized place for like cold drinks and our clothes and blankets and stuff like that. And of course, Penelope is down in the basement right now, napping with Brooklyn, as she do, getting her food dishes back in here. I'll have to get her litter box and all that stuff. And it's just kind of getting the house ready again for travel and living. They'll do one more night on a hotel bed and then back to regularly scheduled van life. Yes, that was a pair of my Ginch. And that's not where they actually belong. They belong in their little hanging basket right here. Of course, aside from the fact that it's nice to just come visit family, and it means a lot to me that I'm able to get my little girl out here to see my parents as often as we are able to, it's also nice to have like a sticks and bricks with all of the sort of facilities and amenities. So took advantage and got a lot of laundry done. Thanks, Mom. Open up my fans as well. I've had these closed for a while. Ever since all of the smoke blew in, I saw very little point in running the fans, especially since there was nobody, living in Lucky at the moment. But as we're going to be piling back in here, we can get some fresh air back into the house. Take off your shoes. You don't need them on the bed. Thanks. Okay. Oh, there we go. I got my tins machine blasting away on my back here, but it's almost on its last legs. Whoops. There, I just unplugged it. Yeah, I should probably charge it anyway. Thought we'll use das VTOMAN to charge it up. And yes, you'll see that I have the VTOMAN over here on my wheel well box still. The older one is still below the candy drawer, so everybody just calm down. Candy drawer is still very much the thing as of right now. And charge. Hello. Here we go. So I'm putting all this junk away. It can charge itself the hook up. And I need to put the nice fresh pillowcases on the pillows. And I guess Penny will be utilizing Lucky this evening, so at the very least, we should probably make it nice for her. Okay. Whew. I'm really excited to give this a try. I mean, again, I've been in sticks and bricks for the last 10 or so days, so I haven't needed it. But maybe when we get back to Calgary. Although I've been talking with Amber and looking at the forecast, it doesn't look to be too warm in Calgary this next week, but that is changing, I think, like the beginning of the following week or something. It's going back up to 30. I think they're just throwing darts at the weather board. Gotta get all of this stuff put away as well. Cross your legs. Crisscross apple a sauce. There we go. So Brooklyn's clothes here. Oh, look. More Ginch. This up there. Boom. Bada boom. Stuff it in the hole. There you go. Got a bunch of them over here, too. That's not where you belong. You crazies. You get your butts over there. Crazy dicks and party shirts. Always stepping out of line. Oh. It's always nice to come back in here too and just like be in the van for an extended period of time. When I've been on these trips, it's kind of like, I'm home again. You also may have noticed when I got into the van there, right here on the water station, there was a lot of space. Now that I've moved the clothes, there's even more space. I mean, there's still clutter, which I'm about to clean up, but something rather large is missing. And yeah, it's the EcoFlow Wave 2. It's so bloody hot here. My parents have an air conditioner, like one of those ones that are on wheels that you attach to a window, like those standing units. They have that for their living room, but with how intense the heat was, their bedroom wasn't getting any of that cool air, and it was just a sauna like all night for them. So I brought that unit in like fairly close to the beginning of this trip for them so they could use it out, and it helped cut down a little bit. The bedroom's not exactly the smallest room. It's a lot larger than Lucky. But I guess it did enough that it made it a little bit more comfortable. So I thought about it and I'm like, I've used that thing so infrequently. I am just going to leave it here with my parents and they can use it for those evenings where it gets really, really disgustingly hot, because I've found in my last few months of heat in Calgary and whatnot in my van life, just the fans going has been enough. I was using the Wave 2 more as a fan than anything else, and it was really nice. So I may have to, you know, make up for that somehow, whether I get at this bloody door. There it goes, woof. But yeah, I've got that little fan that Sharon sent me. That might be enough. Who knows? Like I said, cooler weather in Calgary. They may as well utilize the air conditioner out here in BC, where if it's not on fire, it's bloody hot from the sun. Which, I mentioned that before as well. When you are living in a tiny space like this and you have a certain object or a part of your build or whatnot that you've used so much and you become used to, when you remove it and it effectively frees up space, it's one of the most exciting feelings ever. I don't know why. I figured I'd be over it by now. It'd be old hat, but it's not. I've got my water station countertop space back. Whatever will I do with it? Everybody just calm down. Still just tidying up in here, and I just look back at the rear of the van and I notice the fan shroud is sort of slipping. That screw is clearly loose. There's no like real support beams anywhere around there. That shroud is just held into this really thin wood paneling. Like there's a stud here that runs this way on the roof, but not where I installed the fan. Obviously, I needed to not cut through a stud or a part of the frame. Anyway, let's see if we can get that fixed, because that looks perilous to say the least. Let's see how long this bad boy will hold this time. Wait, oh, there's a magnet there. Don't put that there. I guess there's that as an issue. There. Well, perfect. I could probably use a few more, but hey, it's not hanging down anymore. Hold it! Okay. And let's get all of this put away. Well, we do have a couple more self-tapping screws in here. Oh, that, never mind. Those are way too long. Those would never work on the ceiling. All right. All this can tuck itself neatly away under the newly cleared out water station, which under here is not nearly as cleaned out as I would like it to be. Yikes! All right. Brooklyn sunglasses. What do we got left? How did these shorts get up here? My goodness. See if I can get ahead of my inevitable stress of getting everything into the hotel room for when we get there. We're going to keep it very simple tonight. Again, with the smoke as bad as it is and how late in the day we are leaving, it's going to be pretty much just kind of like hunker down at the hotel. And we're trying to save money. So we did a little bit of grocery shopping yesterday. So for dinner tonight, we're just going to do very simple sandwiches and some fruit. So let's see if we can just kind of get all of the ingredients ready and into this grocery bag, which is not something I normally do in advance because I'm a silly head. Because if I can just grab a bag when we get there, it makes it so much easier than having to have Brooklyn wait in her seat while I'm back here organizing things. Penny's probably nattering at me. It's a whole thing. I'm trying to just get ahead of the curve, so to speak. It's a curve I create myself. Ooh, water. We left this here. I hope it wasn't Brooklyn that drank out of this the last time. Parents will know. Yuck. Story of my life. Little doll dresses everywhere. Hey, squirrel wrangling oven mitts. Or I guess chipmunk wrangling oven mitts. You all can go back in there. Excellent. You know what? Here. Can't share germs with Penny. She can have that. Blub, 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 blub. Excellent. Yeah, there we go. Now it's looking a little bit better in here. Got a grocery bag for the hotel down there. I was left to add the fruit, which is in the refrigerator. I didn't get that ready, so good. More or less ready. Just need a couple passengers. A tiny one and a furry one. It was actually cool enough this morning I could wear a flannel, which I partook in, which was very nice. It is now far too hot for that, for sure. I'll leave this up here. But the last time I was here, which was, what, 2 weeks ago or so, my niece and nephew were also here. They were staying with my brother over at Sanctuary. And my niece left me a few stickers, and she left them with Byron. I was able to collect them this trip. And, well, if you know me, this one's just kind of perfect. We got to get out of Lucky's Ace immediately. All right, nice clean spot, I'm thinking. Yeah, right about there. Let's get it like this. Now we're slowly closing in the gap around Sarah Rose's obnoxious placement. There we go. Perfect.
What goes in there? Oh. Time to shoe up.
Okay, so we came into the cusp a couple days ago for dinner, didn't we? Yeah, went down, had a tasty dinner. Well, you didn't eat much. Picky AF. But I came out a little less of a man than I went in. That's a little dramatic. Let's just, not quite that bad, but leave no man behind. One big step. Good job. This step's harder for me than it is for you. I got the tens machine plastered to my back again. What are you doing? Don't pull. Here we go. You wouldn't eat it. All right. And we're back again. All right, stay close to me. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. I was here the other night. I left my ball cap, but they said it'd be behind the bar.
Really?
Mount Begbie hat.
Wow. Yeah. Was it in the bar or the restaurant?
It was in here that was left, and Quillen said it would be behind the bar.
Okay.
It's a little bit better than when we were here. You can actually see across the lake. Just a little bit. That's much worse, Matthew. Don't touch the exposure.
How old are you?
Nope.
3.
There you go.
Nice.
It was my birthday last week.
No, it was not. No, it's not. Why are you being such a fibber? Your birthday's in May.
My birthday is in May.
Well, I opened up bottles.
What'd you find? There it is.
You weren't
There
tried
it
running
is.
after you last time, but you
Oh.
were way too quick.
That's funny because I'm basically hobbled. I appreciate that. Thank you
No
so much.
problem, you're welcome.
Have a good one. Brooklyn, this way. Hey, you want to wear this
Bye,
one?
guys.
Thank you. Hey, you got it. Nice. Yes. It was left behind, but now we got it. Now we have a ferry to catch. So back to Lucky and on the road again.
I'm
Yeah,
on the road today.
that's right. On the road again.
On the road today.
Nailed it. All right. Oh, hello, Miss Penny. You're back here now. We're not staying, though. You might want to assume the position in your bed up front. Ooh. What we got to do is welcome home the lost soldier. All right. We're out of here. Great. Well, let's hope she starts up once again so we can get off the boat on the other side. Ugh. All right, Penny, we're going to get out and stretch our legs. You hold down the fort, okay? Don't lay on that van. I can't imagine that would be very comfortable. You want to see if that works? Give it a shot. I guess it doesn't, but I have my own dwarf, so the door opens automatically for me. Anyway, thank you, darling. You want some of that on air? On your, wait a second. On your cracker? Is what you want? You want some of Grandma's dip? Okay. Here we go. Oh no, the cracker broke. That just means you get dip on both sides. There's one side. Yum. Here's the other side. Other hand. Or same hand, whichever you like. Just been snacking on these Kellogg's Townhouse Recto Verso, which is French for flip side. It's pretty good. There's crackers on one side, pretzels on the other, and they go very nicely with the dip my mom made. Although they keep breaking the crackers, probably because it was in the refrigerator and it's just a little tough. Boom. Oh good, there's the shore. Let's see if Lucky starts. All right, prime the pump. Come on, Lucky, come on, Lucky. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, here we go. Nope. Again. Oh, good girl. We live to drive another day. Yikes. We're back in the hotel. And the pool is vacant, so we are going to go have a little bit of a dip, right?
Yeah.
You ready to go jump in the water? I'm ready to float. Take some weight off my back.
Like this?
Just like that. Perfect! All right, ready for breakfast?
Ready?
All right, let's turn off the lights in here. Open the door.
Open the
There
door.
we go, let's go. Just be careful, sweetheart. This way. Oh, what a horrible night. We both had pretty awful sleeps, not sure why. But hopefully some food and some caffeine will help correct that. You want a waffle? Okay.
A waffle.
There you go. Oh boy. Not ideal, that is for darn sure. Good morning, darling. How was your evening? Oh, yeah. Hello, hello. Good girl. Am I stepping on it? Sorry. All right. We may try to hit the pool one more time before we leave. just to take advantage of the cost. We don't need that in there. Then it'll be back on that road, back up over the mountain, and back to Cowtown, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
You're right, that is that one. Ready? Here you go. All right, there. Let's do it. All right, and now we are on our way. Well, obviously we're not on our way yet. We got all of our bags, all of our accoutrements, as they say. And now we just got to get it all packed up into Lucky and we're hitting the road, right?
Yes.
Yes.
To
All right.
Mama's house.
Little Mama's house. All right, so this one first. We'll put, oh, hello, Penny. You're everywhere and nowhere all at once. There's that. Let's get this giant bag off my back. Oy. There we go. All right. So, as it was painstakingly obvious, Lucky's a little ill. Something's going on with her. I have no check engine light, so that's always fun. But with that struggle to start, I don't know. I was looking last night at fuel pumps. That might be what needs to happen. And man, are those things not cheap. But as I mentioned quite a few videos back, there is a cool little app called Sezzle that allows you to make 4 equal payments on certain things. And there just happens to be a auto parts store up in Edmonton, which, if you're unfamiliar with the geography of where I spend most of my time, ain't that far from Calgary. Far enough that I'm not gonna go pick it up myself. But they work with Sezzle, so I might be able to get myself a fuel pump and pay it off a little bit at a time instead of, you know, making the bank account crawl around on the floor.
Oh, Auntie.
Yes, that is. Did you get that from your cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. All right.
Oh, Auntie. Oh, Auntie.
All right, the purchase cargo is loaded up, and I'm going to leave this one here. We got about 4.5 hours to go till we're back in Cowtown. And yeah, I guess I'll just be focusing on that. The fuel pump, well, I'll focus on getting her home first and getting myself settled, because this drive is probably going to take it out of me, as it usually does. At least with the current state of things. 3 minutes, try 1 hour. Until the next one, everybody, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. And remember, only dead fish go with the flow.